Trading should be simple, but when you start to add 50 lines and 30 indicators to your chart, that's when everything starts to go wrong. So let me show you a strategy that only takes 3 steps and 1 indicator if you like. All you need to look for are gaps, market structure, and an entry signal in this strategy. Let me show you. The first step is to look for gaps, but to understand that, we must first understand what supply and demand is. Very simple. Supply is aggressive selling, while demand is aggressive buying. So what we look for are gaps created from these areas, which are just areas where price has not yet been covered. Let me show you. So now that we're on the charts here, let me show you exactly what we're looking for. Again, real quick, just to recap, supply and demand. Easy point out, we have supply here, aggressive selling. A good way to remember this is, on the higher time frame, this is probably going to be one big down candle. So what we're looking for is gaps created off these areas. Let me put it in replay mode here and show you real quick. So as you see, we have aggressive selling, and our gap is actually here to here, because price has not yet covered that area. And a good example of supply without a gap would be this right here. Put it in replay mode. As you see, we have aggressive selling, but no gap. Gap got filled. It was previously here. Now, let me show you another example. As you can see here, put it in replay mode again. We have aggressive selling, but we also have a gap because price has not yet moved in this area. Another way to think about it, say you have supply. You're looking for that area where no wicks and just body right in the beginning of that move. Now let me go ahead and show you an example when we're in an uptrend. Now, this is exactly what we're looking for in the uptrend. As you see here, again, we have aggressive buying. For me, it's collective yellow candles. For you, it's probably going to be collective green candles. And again, in supply, just reminders, for me, it's going to be collective gray candles. For you, it's going to be collective red candles. So we put it in replay mode here again. As you see here, we have aggressive buying, but we're looking for the start of the move. And you see we have our gap from here to here. A little sneak peek into our next step. This is how we're going to draw our zones from the beginning of that move. But just hold on for that for a little bit. Let's go on to our second step. So only about 80% of gaps get filled over time, which is good because it means we get an 80% chance of seeing a setup every day. But every setup isn't good, which leads us into our next step, market structure. If you're unfamiliar with market structure, no problem. I actually made a video already with the simplest explanation, which I'll go ahead and link here now. So go ahead and watch that first, because it is very important to understand market structure. Because in our strategy, we only take trades in trading markets. So this is where that one indicator comes from. Remember, it's optional, which is my 200 EMA. I use the 200 EMA as a guide in a curvy trend line. And when on the charts, you can easily tell when the markets are trending and when they're not. But when the 200 EMA starts to cut through price, that's when we're in that range of markets, and that's when we know when to stay away. And when price is cutting through, that's when you know just to stay out, because it is now a range of market. Let me show you. So now that we're on my charts, let me show you exactly how we use the 200 EMA. Another little bonus, when you use this, use it on the higher time frames. Here we take our trades and make our setups on the 5 minute, but when you look at the 200, I want you to look at the 15 minute or the 1 hour. Real quick, I'm gonna show you on the 15 minute. As you see, when the 200 EMA is over top here, we're in a downtrend. You can zoom out and see how price has been moving each recent time and where the 200 EMA lies in that direction. When we have this mixed with market structure, that's our strongest confluence. So now you can see it here in an uptrend. And again, when price is cutting through, that's our ranging market. That's when we just put our hands up, call it a day, close the computer, and don't trade, because that's when we start losing. So now that it's easier to identify the trend, there's 2 things that we look for which require reading price action. Is price creating higher highs and higher lows in our uptrend, or is price creating lower lows and lower highs in our downtrend? Once we can identify this, it'll help validate the 200 EMA and overall will help us cook up in our strategy. So we look for new higher highs and lower lows to be created with a gap attached to it. Then we draw a zone from the candle over where the move started, underneath the gap if we're in an uptrend, and above the gap if we're in a downtrend. This also helps us take those 80% of gaps that get filled and make it about 60. But to become profitable, we need at least 50% plus. So let me show you exactly how we do that in our next step. Alright, so now that you understand what we're looking for, let me go ahead and show you. As you see here in the example I showed earlier, we have aggressive selling, we have our gap from here to here, and we draw our gaps at the beginning of the move of the opposite candle. So if we're in a downtrend here, all these aggressive selling, these gray candles, or for you, they would be red. So you would draw your zone from this yellow candle here, but for you, it would probably be green. We draw our zone like so. Let me show you another example. So let me hop on the charts and show you exactly what we're looking for. As you see here, we already identified that we had a gap here, but we're looking for new higher highs and higher lows to be created. As you can see here, we broke this previous structure or swing low, So we have now created a new lower low, and we're waiting for the previous higher high for price to come back and tap. So we go to where that move was started, aggressive selling, we have a gap. In simple terms, we're looking for the opposite color or movement of where price was headed. So as you see here, we have aggressive selling. So we go to where that move started, which would be the last green or buying candle. For here, it's my yellow candle. For you, it might be green. As you see here, we have aggressive buying with the new higher high being created, because this was previously our higher high. The price broke above this line, these highs here, this little swing high, and we have a gap. You could point out here from boom. And since this is a buying market, we go to where this move started in the opposite candle. So this is a gray candle for me, but it might be a red candle for you. Draw your zone around that box, and that's where we draw our zones from. Let me show you another example. So as you can see here, price moves quick as well. I'm also on gold, and as you can see here on the 5 minute, and on the 1 minute here, this is actually a swing low and smaller candles. So the 1 minute, this is actually a swing low, and this is a new higher high being created. A little sneak peek into how we use our candle in our final step. We wait for price to come back just as it just did, and we wait for break a candle or trend to continue in that direction to enter. So here we would actually happen to buy, wait out a little bit, and it would be an overall win. But another example here, if you caught that, you go back here, we have aggressive buying here, consecutive 3 candles, and the start of a move is here, our gap. If you could point it out and see here, is from here to here. Small, but still very important, as we are creating new higher highs. So from the beginning of that move, we draw our zone, and we wait for price to come back and tap. Then you wait for a price to show its hand and continue. Now it wants to continue in that direction. Wait for break a candle, which will be right here, enter, and within 1-2 candles, you already won. Finally, all you need is an entry signal. You need something to let you know when it's time to enter. And something strict, so you know that if price doesn't follow these rules, just let the setup go. And it's something as simple as waiting for price to enter a zone and then to continue trend. Or in other words, break of candle. Price can have a mind of its own, meaning we have no way of being sure where it's headed next. Price is crazy and can reverse and do anything at any time. So being patient and waiting for it to show its hands and let us know when it's ready to continue in the trend is how we know. If price comes to our zone and starts to dance around and just continue to invalidate it, we just let the setup go. But if our zone gets tapped and price starts to move like it's ready to create that next leg in our trend, that's when we hop in. Let me show you. There are also candle patterns to look out for that will give you an extra edge. For example, candles that barely or just tap our zone with aggressive wicks as well, or engulfing candles that show that price really wants to move in that direction. I'll show you a few examples of those as well. So as you already got a sneak peek and a good idea of how we look for our entries, let me show you here on the charts. So from the example we previously been using, let me go ahead and show you exactly what we're looking for. Again, we have our gap, we have our zone drawn. Now we just wait for price to come back and tap within our zone. As you see, our gap here is slowly getting closed in. Smaller gap, waiting patient. Boom, we got a strong tap into our zone. Now that we have a tap into our zone, wait for price to show its hand and let us know that it's ready to continue in the trend. By doing so, wait for break of candle. Currently here, gap is closed. Break of candle would actually be, so as soon as price starts to break that plane right there, that's when you enter. So be patient. Price didn't break it, so our new break of candle is right here. Next candle, price tapped it but didn't quite break. If you zoomed in here to make it easier for you to see, price did not break that area. This is where being patient and sitting on your hands really comes into play. If you can do that, you will win overall. So as you see, we finally got our break of candle. This is where you would enter for a sell. Getting around here, your stop loss will go above that swing high, and then you would aim for a 1-to-1. Let's play this trade out, and boom, within 7 to 8 minutes, you already won your first trade. This is exactly how we trade. By sitting on our hands, being patient, looking for gaps, structure being created, higher highs and higher lows, and for candles to come back into our zone, and waiting for it to show its hand. So, very simple, right? The number one thing to remember is to have patience when waiting for the setups and these steps to occur. If you can do that, I promise you, you will win. With that being said, if you have any questions or need any help, drop a comment down in the comment section and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. None of this works without proper risk management. You can actually watch this video here where you can refresh the basics of risk management, and at the end of that video, you can also see exactly how I use risk management in this strategy.